be back home after a 2-game run on the road. So no question about that. Looking forward to a great crowd here on a Saturday night. So we haven't had a whole lot of those. So we're excited about that. We have great respect for Ole Miss. It's a hard league. I think when you look at them and look at some of the close games they've had, it just hits you that how tough this league is, because they are outstanding. And Brian Tyree is as good as any guard in the league. He's the leading scorer in the league. Blake Hinson continues to improve. Devontae Shuler, he's building around a few new guys, but he's got in there to go with those guys. But this league is going to constantly be a battle, and that's what we've got to continue to understand. It just started, and we're 5 games in, going into game 6 tomorrow. And the season seems long because you practice all year round now, and we had the non-conference and things like that, but it's very, very early in the season. And we've got to continue to understand that and make sure that we keep understanding how much we've got to get better and how much is in front of us.
And where's Tamani right now in his development and what you want from him?
He's got to pick it up, and he knows that. He's capable, and when you have that kind of talent, that's what's important, and picking it up in a good way, because he's already doing a lot of good things. But we need him to be even a bigger force on defense. He's the kind of guy that when we signed him and then when we lost Nick, we're not going to replace Nick, right? But a guy like Tumani and a guy like Ray could morph into being able to do more things defensively. Now, they don't have Nick's size, shot blocking, things like that, but to be able to guard on the perimeter more. And that's one of the things we've been able to do. We've been able to switch more because of Tumani, switch more because of Ray. But they can bring even more. And when you've got a guy like Tumani that's got that upside of talent, it's okay to want more from him as a coach, even though he's doing a pretty good job. So we definitely need more from him in the rebounding area. We need more from him defensively, especially with the communication. He moves so well without the ball that we need to continue to have that. And when people decide that they're going to guard him or not going to guard him, it can't change how he plays, right? We just got to continue to keep him in movement, which helps keep our team in movement.
How close is Severe to 100%, Coach?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, we kind of keep an eye on it. We kept an eye on it yesterday. We were off Wednesday. We kept an eye on it certainly Sunday and Monday. I'm not sure. He's not acting like it hurts him, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, there's no way he's all the way back yet.
You mentioned those couple of freshmen and that little bit of need to improve. What do you need from, you've had a lot of freshmen step in to be an integral part of this team so far. What else do you need from them, as you say,
I just think they just got to continue to understand the urgency of these games, right? Like it's so much about how you defend, how you rebound, how you get back and forth, the communication. I mean, I'm reading articles today all across the country and people talking about lack of communication in their teams. I mean, it's a prevalent problem, right? And one of the coaches said the other day, it's January 22nd, right? And there's still communication issues. We're no different. We got 9 freshmen trying to figure this out. And the bottom line is that urgency, that level of urgency. There's experience now. We've got to understand, when you come to these games, there are certain things that we have got to be absolutely airtight on. So I think it's that, and I think it's continue to build confidence, not lose confidence. Understand it's a very long season. Understand that they're in a development program, so they're getting better. And it's just a matter of just playing with more consistency. And in some cases, maybe the word I'd use is just tightening things up. You want them to play loose and confident, but tighten their game up a little bit. Tighten passing, footwork, communication, blockouts, those first 2 steps, those type of things.
how do you cultivate that with these young
You just
guys?
work on it daily. I mean, that's all it is. There's no magic wand, no secret weapon. I mean, you just work on it every day. I mean, that's the only way it happens.
I don't think I've heard you utter NCAA tournament this year. How important is postseason?
I just,
play?
we
Do you
just focus
verbalize
on
that?
the day. No, we just focus on the day. We really do. I mean, right now we're focused on how we get ready for Ole Miss. And I had the #1 team in the country, and I wasn't talking about the NCAA tournament back in Indiana. I mean, it's what you do is you focus. We're late January here. We focus on our team and what we've got to do, and be absolutely wrapped up in that.
I know Ray, after the Mississippi State game, you were a little disappointed, but I saw you ran over to him and gave him a high five at one point during the Kentucky game. Were you happier with the kind of
Ray's capable, right? Ray's capable. I mean, when you've got leadership on your team, you've got to be able to challenge them, and that's part of it. That's part of being a leader, right? Is being able to be challenged and take that challenge. And then so many guys come in, and a challenge seems like a criticism or an all-out assault. It's not, right? It's to get them better. And Ray's been through it, and we expect a lot out of Ray. Ray expects a lot out of Ray. And you got to have somebody that's continuing to drive that and keep that honest when it's not where it needs to be. And I want Ray to be ultra successful long after he leaves Georgia. I promise you. I want him to be very successful. And as with all of them, and I mean, in the case in point with Ray. So that just becomes part of it. I love Ray. And just because a guy gets challenged or you're unhappy with him, that to me, that means you love him even more, right? Because what you're trying to do is make sure that they're getting the most out of what they have, even when they think they are or when they don't think they have more to give, right? You keep trying to get more, and that's the bottom line.
Given the difficulty of this league, and especially your team's first 5 games against Kentucky and Auburn, setting like that, how do you assess the play so far, and how do you see where your team ranks? Stacks up against the
I
rest
don't.
of the
I
league?
assess it day by day. I mean, there's things that we've got to do to be better every day. I mean, there's no question. It's the rebounding, and to answer your question specifically, I'd say the rebounding has got to continue to improve. Our ability to guard the dribble has got to be able to continue to improve. Our transition defense, we've got to run better. We've got to run better. We've got to continue to make sure that we're moving the ball at a high rate. And then just be confident that shots are going to knock down. We have not shot the ball great, all right? And Tennessee, we shot it pretty well. Memphis, we shot it pretty well, but we have not shot it great. We'll shoot it. We just got to continue to work on it. We spend a lot of time at that. And the most important thing you can have for a team is to understand that level of confidence they have to have when they do shoot the ball.
With a team as young as this, does the comfort factor of playing in your own gym maybe play more of a factor than it would with a older team and
No.
how a team plays at home?
I think it always does. I think it always does, no matter what age of your team. I think there's always that level of comfort, familiarity, your home fans, I mean, those type of things. And sometimes with young teams or with older teams, it can provide a distraction, right? Where the road sometimes doesn't bring that distraction. It brings a whole other level of distraction because you're dealing with the opponent. But I think the bottom line for us is we're learning about mental toughness every day, right? And it's like the question, how do you cultivate it? You cultivate it every day. Whatever situation comes up organically, whatever situation you can create, however you play in practice, the competition level, whatever you're trying to do, your competition level in practice, you're trying to create that so that they understand home or on the road, that's how you win.
How is Anthony's development so far this year kind of compared to your expectations of him and players you've coached in the past?
Well, I haven't coached guys that have that talent level at that age, right? I've coached guys that have a lot of talent, but they didn't necessarily have it at the age that he has it at 18. So I didn't come in with expectations. I came in with knowing that we were going to have to develop him every day, work with him every day, help him grow every day. I'd have to go through things to get there, and just keep building his game. And until you get around somebody, you can recruit them for 4 years or 4 days. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. It's all different until you get them, or it's all different when you get them, and how they process, how they learn, what they got to get better at, how they apply it. How you build confidence. How you tweak them, how you challenge them. All those things are all part of the daily process. So we're just right in the midst of that, and I'm enjoying it.
Maybe 2 more questions.
How much do you guys practice in the practice gym as opposed to on the arena floor?
In the practice gym more when we're going to go on the road. Some of it's schedule based on who has the gym. But I don't mind when we're in there when we're going on the road. But like we're in Stegman yesterday, we're in Stegman today. Those type of things. As we're getting closer to home games, I want to be in that gym. If I have a choice, we're going to be in that gym in Stegman all the time, right? Because that's where we play. But at the same time, because of the 6 baskets and things like that we have inside of the practice facility, that serves a purpose too. But we're going to be in Stegman as much as we can.
Anthony's the guy with a big personality. Do you see a difference out of him at home? When he could play up to the crowd and whatnot?
No, I never really think about it. I just wanted to play with enthusiasm and play with energy. I thought he did a great job the other night for getting off to a slow start, shooting the ball to come back the way they did in that Kentucky game. He never lost focus. Yeah, I'm more interested in that than any of the rest of it.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.